Sup, good people? How's it going? Welcome to the show. Dion seems to be back from his quote unquote trip to India. I don't. It looked a little bit suspect. The picture did. It had a little bit like it looked like it was altered, but whatever. Welcome back, Dion.
I heard it was. They said it was a fan art elephant that you were.
It was not a fan
how's
art
it feel to
elephant.
be back in the States, Dion?
Good, because it was hot as hell over there. So definitely good.
Yeah.
It was hot. It was, I don't know. It's different. I'm not going to be disrespectful in case we got some Indians watching. But
Luke seems to think it wasn't the same without you, but we all know better.
I agree,
I think
man.
I think he's just
Finally,
trying to be nice
somebody's
to you or
speaking
something, because
Finally,
we all know the
truth.
truth.
The
He's trying to buy
heartbeat
one.
of custom produces back.
He's trying to buy one of your magnetos, one of your magneti.
You trying to get a discount, right?
Uh huh.
Biggie man, what's up? How are you doing today?
Man, I'm better than I was. I feel like 100% back to myself. I don't know if I had a cold or if it was the pollen count or if it was allergies, but I was down for the count, man. And it was so bad down here. Like everybody's car was green. If you had something and it was outside in Georgia, it was green. That's how bad the pollen was down here. So just thankful to be back to feeling myself. And well, that didn't come out right. Thankful to be back feeling better.
we understood what you meant, man.
Yeah, happy to be back on with you guys, man.
I'm so thankful, man. I've never had to worry about having allergies or any of that stuff. My sister, she got them really bad, so I guess she got all the crap. I always tell her that. I was like, you got all the crap stuff and I got all the good stuff. So
dude, I spent
Audience.
the first like 40 years of my life in between Michigan and Illinois, and I never so much as probably sneezed more than 3 times in my entire life. When I moved down here like 12, 13, however many years ago, every single time I walked outside, I was like, what's going, because I never had allergies. I was like, am I getting a cold? Why do I have a cold on some days and then I feel fine and then I have a cold again? Because if you never dealt with allergies, you don't know what it is. And I'm like, how do you have a cold for 12 hours a day and you're fine the other 12? It's down here, man. You've never seen pollen until you come down here for more than a day.
Yeah, they say the same thing about Texas too. Like people that don't have allergies, it might just be a southern thing,
It might be, man.
But I know a lot of people that come down to Texas, they don't have allergies and they come down here and they get them really, really bad. So
yeah, first time ever moving down here. What up, Matt?
But I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Matt, what's up, man?
What's going on, guys? How we doing today?
Not too bad. It's storming its ass off over here right now. So if I drop out, it's because of lightning issues, probably.
Because you ain't paid the damn bill.
Shut up, Dion. Anyways, what's up, Matt?
Oh man, not much. Another day. Just got back from a baseball game. Ready to chill out, relax a little bit, hang out.
Talk some statues.
Talk some statues. A lot going on in the custom game, man.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Wow.
It's a good time to be into the custom stuff, man. It really, really is.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a good time to Piggy. You said something came up with the tweeter head, that letter.
Yeah, they were talking about tariffs, but then they kind of lapsed into saying, and I'm paraphrasing, they are going to stop their direct distribution, and they're going to go back to kind of using Sideshow as their distributor, which I think is a good thing. I'm not going to trash them because this seems like it's a step in the right direction. Okay. Yeah, I think it's the best thing for them to do because they just were not making it, and they tried. They had a few efforts in stepping up their customer service game and trying some different things here and there, but it just was not working, especially not for me. I went from being like one of their biggest champions to saying I would never buy directly from them.
Do this, man.
No, for real. Like I was like, I'll get it on the aftermarket. The pieces were great, but it's just like, yeah, this looks great on the picture, but is anybody ever going to get it in hand?
Bro, it seems like a lot of the license companies, man, are doing some stuff, man. Like, you know, if I was purely a licensed person, it would be it would turn me off a lot. You know, you got them. So Prime One, they're been raising their prices on shipping. I don't know if y'all caught that.
Yeah.
50%.
Yeah.
The people have said like it's gone up ridiculous. And we all know how Prime One is, so we know it's them using this as an excuse to raise prices on shipping. You know.
Yeah.
But they have been doing that anyways.
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure. But this is
ridiculous
just another example of them doing that, right? They kind of play dirty. And then you know that they've got that sale going on, right? And I know people we're looking at
Let's
you
get
know
these air quotes going.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. Like, yeah, the sale.
Yes.
but they're making up for the quote unquote sales pricing in the shipping.
And then
What
some.
happens that, bro?
And then some. We're gonna take 500 off the statue and add 675 on the shipping. Yeah,
That's nuts, man.
It's horrible.
ain't no way.
But then what's funny too is they'll have like certain statues that have been sitting there for a long time, and they're just trying to get like rid of them at that point. And look at the shipping on those ones. The shipping on those ones are way cheap, like under $100
Trying to entice you to get it.
Yeah,
'Cause they want them out of there. Yeah.
yeah. It's funny how that works, right?
Like, yeah, because it should be universal. You know what I mean? And then even if you look at the weight, you know what I mean? Like, hey, maybe it's by the weight. Okay, how come this one's 215 to ship and it weighs 2 more than this one? You know what I mean? That you're charging 600 for it. There's no way.
I don't know.
Like I tried to like simulate like purchase, try to put some stuff in the cart just to kind of see what it was. I took that stuff out so fast, man. I'm like, I'm not paying that.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
time to
over it.
sell.
I mean, Rad Titan was even talking about today how they've been upping their shipping pricing and all this stuff. So I think that's a big deal, man. You don't do that to your customers, man.
I'm getting to the point where, like, honestly, outside of Sideshow, if it's not, I'll just wait for the aftermarket. If I want it that bad, somebody's gonna be selling it. I've never seen a statue, I don't care how dope it is, that within like 1 to 2 weeks after it hitting the market, it's not already available on the aftermarket. You know what I mean? Because people sell pre-orders.
Look,
So I'll just wait for it to hit the States.
look how much stuff has changed in the last 2 years. So think about the big names in the game back in
The
those
last
days.
2 weeks.
XM, you had Prime One, you had Tweeterhead, all these big Sideshow. Look how much stuff has changed in the last like 2 years, man. Like it's crazy to think about, A lot of these,
It's a whole different game.
yeah. Again, like I said, it's kind of a good time to be into customs. I think Diane's going to be owing me $100 here soon. I don't know if you caught that post in a custom group. The lowest
I can't even remember what it was though.
the lowest shipping I've ever seen on air travel shipped I've ever seen to the States for a statue.
Which was what?
$240 air shipped.
I can't even remember what.
Yeah,
I'll
I
have
saw
to,
that.
like- But wait, what piece was that?
Savage Dragon. So it's a big character.
I mean, that's all right.
Was it an anime piece or something?
No, you don't know who Savage Dragon is? It's Image Comics from back in the day.
Come on, Matt.
No, it's not anime.
Savage Dragon.
Yeah.
From what?
Image Comics. He was a cop. He had like a big old fin on his head. He was a green guy.
Yeah. I know the character.
Yeah. It's like when Spawn and all that stuff came out.
Right. Yeah. I was about to say Image. The only thing I remember from Image was Spawn.
But it's crazy. You have on that end, right? Shipping for a quarter scale statue, $240, right? And on the opposite end, you have Prime One doing their stuff, and you're paying double or triple the amount of the statue. So I don't know, man. It's if by me convincing people to go to customs, all these big name companies are going to do it themselves.
I think I think a lot of people, if they keep being greedy, and trying to maximize off this tariff situation and off the shipping situation, they're gonna price themselves out of business for good, because a lot of people, like, I know this is the longest I've gone without ordering a Prime One Piece. Diane said he put some stuff in the buggy just to see and threw it out immediately. A lot of people are looking at those shipping prices and they're like, I'm not paying that. Ain't no way I'm paying that. I don't care how bad I want the piece because it shouldn't cost me the price of a whole nother statue to get it here. And that's outside of the tariffs. And I think if people keep trying to maximize, I know that's capitalism, of course, but
Yeah.
if you keep trying to like squeeze it and stretch it as far as you can, you're going to push your customers away, your loyal clientele away.
I don't know, man. It's very underhanded thing to do to your customers that are buying from you, and we all see it. We all know, 99.9%, that's what they're doing. There's obviously a 1% chance that they're not doing that, but it's few and far between. How is it that a custom group that does less than 50 statues, I think that statue is like 20 or 30, less than 20 or 30 statues, they can do air shipping for $240, and you have Prime One doing a statue that's what's like 1,000 statues.
Yep.
And they're a bigger company. How are you paying?
I mean, I think so like with Prime One pieces, right? Like when I first bought like the first couple pieces, I bought them from Prime One. But since then, I haven't bought the Prime One pieces I have. I've not bought them from Prime One. I buy them from other places because the shipping is too much. So just buy them from other places, and you don't have to worry about them jacking it up like that.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It's like a lot of times I don't even want to support them because of their business practices. Like, why do I want to support a company that is doing that to the collector, doing that to their own people that are buying from them? It's not right.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I can do that. I don't have any Prime One statues in my collection. I've been thinking about picking some up, but I won't go through them to buy them for sure, like you said.
Yeah,
I mean,
no way.
like, I just started kind of collecting them once I started getting into gaming pieces. But
yeah,
I mean, that's an argument. You could argue that. Yeah.
I'd throw the argument of not just Prime One, but any company that's licensed. When you make the comparison to custom, it's a little bit different in the sense that they've got a company, they've got employees, they've got license fees, so they've got to be able to charge something that covers that. Again, if you guys, what you're doing is taking bottom line versus bottom line, and you've got to look at the totality of the whole thing. I'm not saying it's, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Those are the differences I think that need to be considered when you compare the two together.
I mean, I get that where it's come from. It's a business after all, right? They're trying to make some money. I get
well,
it.
Well, they're actually also they need to make a profit.
Yes, I know that. I get it, but there's a difference between how they're doing it and doing it the right way. If you're going to do that, then charge up front. Say this statue is going to go to $5,000. It was $1,000, but now it's $5,000. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing it on the back end and saying, okay, well now the statue is going to ship for $3,000, but the statue is only $2,000.
Especially when we see other things in your inventory is shipping for 1/10 of that price. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not consistent.
It's not ethical.
I get you, and it's a matter of trying to take one piece or two pieces and trying to maximize what they can out of that. But you look at. I mean, I hear what you're saying, and you kind of want to stay. If they would be consistent, it would help out with the
they're consistent.
Consistently high.
Well, again, it's just a matter of, all companies have some version of doing something similar to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what it is, like I said, you got Shipping and Sideshow has been guilty of doing that too, right?
I know everybody says, like, well, not everybody, but I've heard a lot of people say that, right? Like, I have never, not one time, felt like I've been price gouged from Sideshow shipping.
No. Okay. There's a difference between gouge and stretch.
Or like unfairly priced, I guess you want to call it. I don't feel like I've ever had that happen.
No, but you've had a difference in making something out of the shipping and handling. Making money out of the shipping and handling. Maybe not price gouged or what.
We don't know that. Everybody could be doing that for all we know.
That's my point.
Yeah, like every single company, they may be doing that.
Yeah, but
that's my point.
There's a difference between they might be doing it and we know for sure they're doing it. You know, Prime One is doing that. Prime One is doing it for sure. Because there's other statues coming from that side of the world that's just as many boxes for half the price of shipping.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Like the proof is in the pudding, as they say.
I had put their transformer in my cart. The shipping was $1,200, which
For how many? Do you know how many boxes it was?
I think it was like 2 or 3 boxes, maybe. But that's still insane for that piece. That's half the price of the damn statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half saying, why do we deal with these companies when you can get your own pieces custom printed and painted exactly how you want? Well,
I think
exactly.
that's where we're going anyways, to be honest.
Well, not only that, I'm not dealing with that same issue when I'm dealing with the customs. So I have yet to deal with any of that in the custom side of the stuff. So
very true.
And I'm not just saying that. It's a true statement. So
well, like we've had people on before, they don't like customs. They want to stick with license because they got customer service and they feel the safety net at their back with certain companies. So yeah,
I just got a invoice earlier last week for a custom piece I had on a PO, so it's shipping now. And the commissioner said, sorry guys, I'm going to have to raise the shipping a little bit higher to suffice for the tariff, blah blah blah. With the tariff fee attached to it, the shipping was $165. So
right.
Do you want to pay me?
So
do you want to pay
great.
me in cash, or do you want to pay me in steak? Damn. Either one works for me. Either way, I'm good. I mean, a nice meal sounds good too. maybe some apologizing and such. So
Take the cash.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Real
They're just
fast.
saying steak, by the way.
We can say hi to everybody that's in the chat real fast. I didn't get to do that yet. Let's see here. Mr. Kennedy, what's up, man? Luke, how's it going? Gamoya, what's up, man? X-Men Exclusive, what's up? Carl, how's it going? Let's see here. Random Korean, what's up, man? Main Man, what's up, man? Nelson Ortega, how's it going? Vision, what's up? Half Dead Customs, man, what's up? Ledge, how's it going? Cypher, man, what's up? He says there's no evidence that Prime One price gouging is shipping, so we definitely don't know. Okay.
What
planet?
But literally, we were saying like we were looking at some of the other pieces that are the same like weight as some.
No, hold on. What do you mean? I didn't say price gouging, but Sideshow has.
I say price gouging. They're
price
gouging.
Sideshow's guilty of
they are price
of putting money into shipping. Don't say that they're not.
Wait, Matt, you said Sideshow is doing it too?
They have.
I mean,
I
think
been a victim of it, so I can't.
Every company has done it. I mean, it's not, they don't live by it though. They've been called out.
I think most companies have done that, but they are blatantly just brazen with it at Prime One. If you have two 40-pound statues and one is shipping for $680 and one is shipping for $215, you're doing something.
Not gonna disagree with you, but I'm saying every company has done it at some point.
Oh yeah, I definitely concur that every company, even outside of statues,
maybe at some point, but not consistently.
It's not as brazen.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Like I don't know. I don't want to be negative, but it's just I can see why there's so much negativity in the collecting world right now. All the stuff going on.
Highlight Vision's comment because I think it says a lot.
Day before, the sale of Juggernaut Hunter was 730 shipped. Now it's 1220 to Cali, and that's proof.
I think that says a hell of a lot to me.
Yeah, like I said, we know what's going on. No, we don't have them, video recorded doing it or nothing, but it's obvious. Let's see here. Let's just get into the pictures. We'll start talking about the new Moon Knight that Sideshow is releasing. We all seen it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about it?
I actually really like it. I don't have any connection to Moon Knight. I hated the show. I don't know much about the character, so I mean, it's neither here nor there to me. But I do.
He's basically a crazy Batman.
Yeah, that doesn't resonate with me. I'd rather just have a regular Batman.
What about you, Piggy? What do you think of the statue?
So, I love the statue, and I love the fact that, excuse me, even though there's been some arguments or some chatter in the community about the legs on the wolf, I love the fact that you get two representations. Like it's like a diode. Well, it is a diode.
It's a battle diorama.
Yeah, you get Moon Knight and you get Werewolf by Night. So you got like a good portion of the Midnight Suns right here in this one statue. So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty dope. I think it's well sculpted. I love it. But like Dion, I also could not stand the show, and people were going gaga over the show. And I'm a Moon Knight fan from the comic books, from any inception he's been in. But I think the show was just was not it. But it was cool. It wasn't horrible at all by any means. It was just like it was alright.
It was blah.
Yeah.
What is people saying about the legs? I didn't hear anything about that.
So some people were saying well, it's not really two characters because you don't see the legs on the wolf, and it's like, well, I think it depends on the angle of the statue.
Okay, but the Prime One Bane
commenting
versus Batman, people consider that two statues, even though Batman's body was in the ground.
People pick and choose, and Batman gets the grace no matter what. Like, it could just be the bat cowl on the statue, and they'd be like, it's a Batman statue. But but I think they were going off that first view that we saw, like this picture here that's up there. And it's like, it's really hard to give your opinion until you see all the picture from the different angles, because from what I could see, the legs are there. But
they're there. Well, when people first saw the pictures, because they didn't release a lot of pictures at first, they didn't realize that there are legs there. They're just underneath his cape. Yeah,
and it's like I don't understand how you can make a full, like, it's missing this, is missing that off a frontal view when you haven't saw the sides, the back, in detail pictures, and like you always say, Jarhead, like a little video showcasing it as opposed to just the picture. But I think a lot of it kind of died down when they saw that the legs were there. You still had some people that were like, whoa, they're tucked under his, whatever the case. But I love it.
What's the significance of the like? Is he an actual character?
It was his first appearance. That was his Moon Knight's first appearance. Was a Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night. Yep.
Okay.
They did a special for Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus too, in the Marvel section,
which I thought that was good. I thought that was good.
Even with that, I thought it was okay. It was, but you know what? I'll say this: it was better than most of the other stuff that they've released under Marvel on Disney Plus. So
I thought it was really different the way they did it, because they did it color first and then it was
black and white. Yeah, I like that part of it.
So,
but yeah, I think it's a dope statue.
What about you, Matt? What do you think about this statue?
I'm in line with Piggy. I think it's a very dope statue. I really like it. I think it's a good representation of, when he first came out, I guess. Moon Knight's one of those characters I always thought was pretty cool. I always thought he looked cool in comic books, and I always liked him in statues. But when the TV show, kind of lightened him up a little bit for me, to be honest with you.
He's a real dark character.
Right, he's a dark character, but with the TV show, it didn't make him that dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My critique on the statue, though, and I hate to say this because once I say it, people might not unsee it. It reminds me of Pumpkinhead for some reason.
How?
the shoulders, the point on the shoulders for the cape. I mean, I don't know. If you take a look at Pumpkinhead and you look at this, it's just there's something about it that just reminds me of Pumpkinhead. I don't know. That's me personally.
Yeah.
I like there's another rendition of this, right, where he's standing. I'm not sure, but I don't know. That's just me. And so every time I see this particular statue, the cape on the shoulder just.
My biggest gripe about this statue is the cape. Like,
that's the best part to me.
It's too soft. Like, it's too rounded. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look like a natural cape to me. Like the upper part does. Like the upper part's fine, but the bottom of it just looks.
You want it to be jagged.
It looks rounded. Like it doesn't look.
Looks
like a cloud or a marshmallow.
But then you'd be looking like
a marshmallow.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it looks too thick to be a cape, if that makes sense.
See, that's what I think. I'm like down. I kind of like the cape, but it's just that point on the shoulders and that little point over his head, which I know he has.
I see that, Matt. I think I see what you're talking about. That Pumpkinhead thing.
If you pull a picture of Pumpkinhead and then look at that,
no, I see what you're talking about.
I do like the sculpt on him, and I like the werewolf too, for sure.
Yeah, so the werewolf sets it off though. That makes it cool. And I know my man Ant the X-Men exclusive loves it because he's crouching all over the werewolf. He's on
what do y'all think about the damage all on one side though? Like all the damage to his body is all on one side.
Oh, right there.
Oh, that's where the attack landed.
all of the attack, it's like on his leg, on his arm, like all of it's on one side of his body.
That's a little weird. I mean, it could do without like any damage.
Wait, Jarhead always says use your imagination. Wait, Jarhead always says use your imagination. That's where Khonshu shielded him on the one side.
Yo, he was fighting like Mayweather. He just turned his shoulder. He kept turning it one shoulder.
There you go.
He could have done without any damage. I think they wanted his cape to look like a cloud.
All right, tell me you don't see Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, I see it on the right shoulder, I guess.
So this is the exclusive portrait, and it's the only exclusive piece is on the werewolf, which is different. I don't mind that.
Which, like, for the secondary character to have another portrait, I thought was kind of an odd choice. Because usually the focal point has the extra pieces.
Yeah.
I love the portrait on that on the Werewolf by Night, like that portrait.
The classic one?
Yo. Yep.
This one?
Yep. I love it.
Looks more human-like. The other one's more like a wolf.
Well, that picture kind of reminds me of like when they're turning. Like if you ever saw like Silver Bullet, the scene where he's turning or whatever, and that kind of gives me that portrait of him turning, or maybe turning back now that he's being defeated.
I mean, not a lot of people saw this coming, so I applaud Sideshow for doing this, because it's not a, not necessarily a big character.
It just further shows that they're branching out, trying to do something different.
So this is what it looks like with all the stuff in the background.
So from that angle, to me, the werewolf looks like a tree.
Oh man, why you have to say that, Dion? Now
it looks like he's hanging on a tree.
I do like this statue a lot, though. Like,
hey, it's a dope statue. Let me pull no punches. It really is cool, and you're right. I like the werewolf, but you're right, Down. From a distance, if you don't know what you're looking at, it does. It looks like a branch at quick glance.
Like you're hanging on a branch.
It takes Dion every time, man. Every time.
That's the regular portrait.
You're never gonna unsee that branch.
Thanks a lot, man.
I'm guessing this is gonna be a switch out with his arm. Like it's gonna attach to his arm, maybe, and the neck.
That's where the seam will be.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah.
It's for any Moon Knight fan, this is a really cool piece.
I think it's dope. I love the fact that it's a full, like, just full on battle Dio.
I think I don't know. Yeah, maybe the wolf blends in with the base a little too much. I'm not sure.
The base is a little flat. Like it doesn't look.
I'm looking at it on my bigger monitor now, and I'm like, man, now I can't help but to see the tree from the angle that I'm looking at it now. Thanks a lot, Dion. Thanks.
It might look different in person when you have it in hand.
Sasha gonna banish on watch.
I do. So, Jarhead, I like the cape. I think the cape. I'm not down. I like the cape, but I think if they made it a little bit more jagged,
Yeah.
it would remind. It would be for me. It would be more Spawn-like if it were more jagged. I like the puffiness to it because it's more.
Is that an oak tree or a cypress?
Oh man.
There's his legs, by the way.
It's more of indicative of Moon Knight, I guess, right?
His legs got some cuts on
Yep.
it too.
Yep. His fingers too, right? Oh no, that's just the way that. No,
No, it
that's
looks like
the
just his
knuckles.
legs.
Yeah.
You see both legs, or you just see one?
I just see one right now, but I'm sure the second one's on there somewhere.
He's got to go from the other side.
And there's more of another wound on his chest too.
They practicing for Man-Bat.
Yeah, I thought that too.
What do y'all think about the white, the color, like the bluish white on this?
Perfect. I think that's perfect. I think they nailed that. It looks like it reflects off of a moon.
Off the tree.
Off the tree.
Luke says he got a lot of damage from climbing a tree.
From climbing a tree. That's where the damage came from.
Had thorns.
It had thorns on it and everything.
Twigs.
I just hope you can.
Woodpeckers.
I just hope when it's in hand, you can decipher the difference between the colors of him and the base, and the werewolf.
Can you go back to a shot with the base in it so I can maybe see if I can see. So Matt, you think what about the base you think is blending in with the wolf or with the Moon Knight?
I think with the Moon Knight. Well, actually both. I mean, it's kind of like even if it did blend in with the Moon Knight or with Moonlight, have the werewolf be able to make the contrast. I mean, look at it. You're looking at basically three colors here, right?
Yeah.
So his body goes from up top here and it goes all. There's his leg, right, and his foot is right here under the rubble.
I don't see a foot.
It's a foot right there. In that crack, it's a foot. You can see the claws.
I see some of the roots.
Put my foot.
I see.
In the crack.
I see
right.
some of the roots, but I don't see no foot.
It was amputated, Dion, during the fight.
This dude's back is broke because there's no way he could torque like that normally.
Unless he's the beast.
Sideshow version.
Sideshow beast statue.
a little Bane and Batman action.
Looks different here, like the color, it pops more.
I
Yeah.
don't see the wolf feet.
You can't even see his leg in this shot.
You don't see no wolf feet.
Yeah, it's just that it blends in with the wolf too much, or something with the base blends in too much, makes it. I don't know. Probably we'll see when it comes out, when the guys get in the hand.
Yeah.
Usually, Satchel usually does a good job.
I mean, I do like the statue. I just don't. It's just not for me though.
Yeah, I'm not a big Moon Knight person,
Yeah,
but it's
not a Moon Knight guy.
it's a cool character.
I don't know why I went to this.
What is that? Oh, the poison ivy.
Hold on, let me find it again. All right.
So wait, Piggy, you PO'd it?
No,
Oh,
I don't have a spot for that. I love it though. I love it. If I had room or if I had a designated spot for it, as I've learned to correct myself and say, I would have definitely grabbed it. I think it's a dope statue.
that's nice. I like it.
No, I'm very selective with my POs this year. Again, I think my next major PO is gonna be. I'm waiting for the LBS Martian Manhunter. So there are a few customs I want. Like I was begging Jarhead to help me find that Doom on Bear, the grislier version.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I like that piece.
Yeah, there's one where the bear is a little grislier, where his cape is
Yeah.
kind of like flowing to the side.
Yeah, not the Pokemon looking bear.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
all short and stout.
Yeah, there's one that's okay, and the other one's better.
Yeah.
and I kind of want that gray Hulk that's holding.
I
Betty
thought I
Ross
was
in
helping
his
you,
hand.
man, but I forgot. the one
Somebody was
gray.
selling that recently, by the way.
The gray Hulk?
No, it wasn't gray though.
It wasn't gray, but
Oh, it was the green one.
yeah.
No, I want
Yeah.
the gray one. And I think I can get my hands on one, but I'm trying to be
There we go.
really selective.
Oh,
So this is
There
a
we
custom
go.
that came out a little while ago. Oh, more than a little while ago. To me, this is probably one of the best Moon Knights out there.
Yeah.
It was only ES of 20 on this.
I like
Statue.
that actually.
I love it.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Got a bunch of switch outs. The head could either be that black right there, or it could have the white face on it. I like the texture on this. I like the suit on this. Pouches are cool.
Yeah, this is really cool. Cypher's asking, you guys find LBS painting to be flat and outdated?
It kind of reminds me of XM paint, to be honest.
No, I definitely wouldn't say XM paint. I
Yeah,
just
it looks like XM paint to me.
I'm not gonna say it's outdated, but there is something like it reminds me of, and this will be a put down, I guess, but still, it reminds me of like a higher caliber tweeter head paint, if that makes sense.
So, yeah, it does. So I look at it like I don't necessarily think it's the paint. I think it's more the concept of just the museum pose, and I think that because for me it's like big Bowens, right? And you look at the concept of a museum pose, it's like a big Bowen, and it's kind of like for me that kind of like dates it a little bit.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, I don't know. But I can also see what you're saying about the tweeter head
Yeah.
aspect too. When you combine those two, you
Right.
basically have a big 1/3. But that's the line, right? That's what they're going for. They're going for that classic museum pose
That
line.
classic comic
Right.
type.
Exactly. So all your pieces are going to be like that.
That's just their style.
That's just their style, and that's what Jay wants to do. I mean, that's what he's doing.
So
And-
I like LBS paint. I even, as much as I can't stand saying this, I overall like Tweeterhead's paint. Whose paint I don't like, and I'm not trashing them at all because I get their statues. But I think PCS sometimes like has the worst paint
I
job out
agree.
there, man. It's like I've gotten little toys, and I ain't even talking about real toys like Hasbro. I'm talking about like when you get those bags of green army men, it would be like 600 of them for $1. Some of those have the paint with like how PCS paint is. Sometimes they knock it out the park. Like their little Street Fighters are dope. The little 1/10 Street Fighters they're doing, those paint jobs are immaculate. But all their bigger statues, everyone that I've gotten, like I had to have my blade weapons painted. The Apollo Creed was a good paint job. I have that statue. But generally their paint is really flat, and when I decide to get a statue from them, I already have in my mind that I'm gonna do some type of spruce up or upgrade to the paint. So I think LBS is miles ahead of some of the other companies out there that have been around a little longer. Your vision said hate. hate. I had to carry the hate gambit for you, Dion, while you were gone. So now I'm overly critical.
Man,
I'm overly critical of everybody.
Proud, man.
I did.
What did me proud.
What are you guys thinking about this Moon Knight?
Jarhead, are you trying to set up a versus between these two pieces?
That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're doing.
I love it.
So I think this is an unfair comparison.
Why is it unfair?
Yeah.
Because
one's a Dio.
Yes.
My bad.
Why? I mean,
well, there's another custom Moon Knight that he's crouching on something that I think would be a better comparison than this. You know which one, right?
I mean, I wouldn't imagine there's very many Moon Knights out on the market, right? So any Moon Knight against another Moon Knight is I mean, just because they're doing the same pose. So now we got to do same poses against other poses, same pose?
No, not necessarily, but I just feel like this one is
better.
That's like taking that Wolverine.
Go ahead and say it, Dion.
That's like taking that Wolverine piece that you like and like comparing it to the yellow XM Wolverine.
And it's better.
Like you already know, like it's
okay
trash compared to it.
Okay, well, I'm giving people other options letting people know there's other options out there besides Sideshow. So that's the whole point of this show is to like, option.
This is a much better option.
Okay, well.
Oh wow.
I guess we all know which one you're voting for.
Piggy, it doesn't sound like you agree.
I honestly don't know. I'm sitting here weighing it in my mind right now. No, I just said, oh wow, because Diane, you don't take no time. Like you're just like, nah, the other one's trash compared to this. I don't even know why we're discussing it now. No, I'm still weighing it out.
I make up my mind very quickly.
I gotta see a few more pictures. I gotta see the angles. I gotta look at the base. It's gotta marinate.
Jesse says, "Where's Werewolf by Night on this piece, though?"
That tree, I don't need it.
So this is the other portrait. It's got a white head sculpt on it.
See what I'm saying? You still feel like that, Piggy?
I actually like the other portrait, like the dark out one, kind of a little more. But I think it's dope to have the two options. What's making it difficult for me is because I like the diode. Like I like things that tell a story. You know what I mean? Even when I get all of my statues, I get proximity pieces or something. I want to see like a story when I'm looking at it. So with the Sideshow, I see the Werewolf by Night and the Moon Knight, and I see them.
I'm glad I'm rubbing off on you, Piggy.
Hey, don't rub off on me too much, man.
Hey,
say something for the
I got you into the custom stuff. Now I'm getting you into dioramas. My work is done.
Yeah, like even when I collected, like, well, I still do. I'm saying it like it's past tense, but like even with action figures and stuff like that, like with my Ninja Turtles and stuff, I'm always setting up some type of scene or story or something. And so that's what makes me really like the Sideshow one. But just on the Moon Knight himself, just strictly Moon Knight, and not talking about the diorama or the werewolf in it with him, strictly on the Moon Knight himself, I like this custom better. So that's why it's hard to kind of see which statue I like better, because just on Moon Knight himself, I think this is kind of way better, because I like his cape better than and I like his stance better, and I like the blackout portion option better. Yeah, but I just love the story that the Sideshow tells.
This if Sideshow's cape was like this, I would love it 10 times more.
Yep, I agree.
What about you, Matt? What do you think about this statue? It's custom.
I like this piece a lot. Yeah, this piece speaks more to me than the previous one. Mm-hmm. It's a dope piece. You're right. I mean, I can't. Out of these two, between the two of them, you don't need Wolf. Wolfman by Night on this one. You know what? It would be cool though if you could take him and have him stand on him his
Yeah.
foot.
Take one off
that
of
would
somebody
be dope.
else's.
You know what I mean? If he was standing on him and the other dude, had his tree pose on top of the base.
You
You know what I
know,
mean?
What's crazy about this statue is there's only 20 of them too.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the custom game, right? You had 20 people get into back in this project. It's really cool. It's really cool, and I can see the difference of the cape, right? Like you were saying,
Mhm.
and I like this cape better than I like the other cape on the other one, except for the little pumpkin head point. But I see what you're saying about how it's pointy and
Yeah,
jagged.
like to me, this is what a cape should look like.
Yeah,
But but at the same time, I get the other one. I get it how people like
exactly. I get the other one too, and you got to make it different. You got to make Moon Knight a little bit different from Batman. You know what I mean? And Spawn. He's like that in between character. I kind of like this paint job a little bit better than the sideshow one though. But I mean, as far as paint color. But I like the base. I think the base on this is just a little plain base though.
Yeah,
that's where I think that this custom missed the mark on this was the base.
And this came out a long time ago too, so it's crazy. To me, it still holds up.
Oh yeah, no, it does. It looks pretty cool.
I think the best thing to do is to put these two like just buy them both. That way you tell a story like he's getting ready to fight the werewolf and then he fights him, or put him on the other side and say he was victorious. He's still standing after fighting the wolf, or just put them next to each other because we're in the multiverse now. So have both of them. Yeah, because I can't decide.
Or you like Moon Knight?
Yeah.
They're both, to be honest with you, they're both really nice statues. Like I said, I'm not a great Moon Knight character fan, so I'd be happy with either one of these.
Kane says this is the Batman style look.
Yeah,
it is.
I can see that.
I can see. That was what I first saw was Batman.
Yeah, well, but you see that with this character. For me, I see that with this character all the time.
So you got a couple switch outs.
I actually like that switch out.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, a lot.
I like the brass knuckles. That's
pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that too. When did this piece come out?
This his eyes glowing. It's light up feature. It was dope.
When did this piece come out?
I don't remember, but it's been at least 4 or 5 years, maybe. I think.
So that was before I even got into the game, basically.
It was a long time ago. Surprised.
Ooh,
there we go.
See, this is my style. This is my style right here.
Okay, this is what I said was the fair fight, because this
I've got verses. I've got surprises in here. I've got surprises.
This is not a surprise to me. I think this is a perfect example of the way that it should be done. It's a fair fight that I think this one wins against Sideshow. But I mean, it's just perfect in my opinion.
This one's massive too. It's huge.
Yes, it is. The way the chain goes, the cape, like the size of it, like the color, all of it. If I was to get a Moon Knight statue, it would be this one.
Yeah.
This is dope. And what I love about this is like in his belt. First of all, the plethora of portraits that you get, especially like the Khonshu portrait, like the one right before the end.
Yeah.
And then I love how in his belt you get the that kind of brownish gold that kind of stands out. Yeah. It's not just that one color throughout his torso or throughout his entire body. So I like that little splash of color, and it matches the base as well. So it makes them both pop and feed off of each other.
What's up, Norman?
Norm.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the one you were thinking of, Dion?
Crazy. Yes, all the way. This piece is crazy. I actually, like I said, I have no connection to Moon Knight, but a while ago, like when this piece first came out or whatever, I actually thought about buying it just because of the fact that I like it so much.
Yeah.
I actually probably still would buy it. But I just think it's amazing.
To me, the paint on it looks a little more like he looks like a statue. Like the paint
But
on
I
it
feel
looks,
like that's what the way it's supposed to look, based on what the TV show looked like, right? Isn't that the way it's supposed to look, anyways?
I don't know, man. Like I prefer the other one, I think.
I mean, I can see Sideshow's vision about him, the light sort of reflecting off of him, being Moon Knight, sort of. But from everything I've seen, I think that the custom is accurate. But again, I'm probably not the best person to ask about that.
Vision also says you're yapping, so.
Vision probably never heard of Moon Knight till we had this show tonight.
Here's a Pepsi can for size comparison.
You can't even see the damn Pepsi can.
Wait. What just happened?
Oh, he saw something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about.
Throwing another curveball in the midst.
I got you. Let me see here. Y'all see this?
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that video.
Carl.
Shout out to Unboxing Bros.
It's a huge base, though.
Yeah, it's big.
That's the only thing that kind of like, I like bases sometimes, but when they overpower the character, I think it kind of like.
You think so?
Oh yeah. I think it overpowers the character.
Look at it. Look how big it is compared to him.
Right, and it's a face, so it's kind of like you have to look at it.
Yeah. Huge.
I do. I do love it. It is a dope piece. It's crouching, but the base is a little too.
Like, where would I put it? Because it's going to take up a lot of real estate.
Well, no, it's not. It's not that. It's just the fact that I think the base overpowers the character.
I think if he has on that Khonshu mask and it goes with the Khonshu on that base, I think it's perfect for that particular mask because they kind of feed off one another. But I agree with you. Like, if he has any of the other three portraits on, it's a detraction.
I'm with Luke. Luke just said they did the same thing with the Black Panther. I think that the cat of Black Panther was just too much.
I will agree, right, that the Black Panther version or the one that's similar to this is too much because the base overpowers it. But with this, I don't think so because the cape on here is probably one of the stars of the show. Black Panther don't have that cape.
So look at this. This is the render, right?
Oh,
now look at the actual
statue.
No, this is the actual statue. It's not.
That's the actual statue.
Oh, well, how come the base? How come he looks smaller sitting on top of the actual statue than it was in the other one they just showed?
Probably just perspective.
He didn't have his cape.
Picture angle, yeah.
Show the one where you had Carl measuring them out.
I already got rid of the video.
Oh. Anyway.
And
this one was different from one Carl had.
What's up, D3? So, yeah, that's a big piece right here. But then there's more.
Man.
Here's another custom.
I'm not really a fan of this one.
Really?
Another
He's
older
just
piece.
standing up too straight and tall.
It looks very Egyptian.
I wouldn't say Egyptian. It looks very stonish.
Well, that's
His armor is very futuristic.
like he could be like
background
a stone statue standing on the outside of a building, and I wouldn't know no different.
So this other statue comes with it.
Exactly. the stone. He looks like he goes with that stone statue standing right next to it.
I prefer this cape over Sideshow's.
No,
I do.
I don't know which way is blowing.
Not Pumpkinhead looking.
You and that damn pumpkin head.
But yeah, this one definitely looks too stiff, like D3 said.
Yeah, it does. I agree. It's too stiff.
I want you
It's
to go
got
watch
that-
Pumpkinhead when we get off
It's got that
tonight,
Mongol
man.
Egyptian vibe to
He
it.
does. You need a Pumpkinhead fix or something. Go watch Pumpkinhead when we get done.
I just did with that first statue.
See, I knew it.
I like it
Hey,
though.
hey, now you saw it though when you Googled a picture of Pumpkinhead on your phone real quick, didn't you? I know you did.
Maybe.
I actually like this piece. Yeah, it's more of like a museum pose, but I think the detail is great in this picture.
I think that's what it is. You think you
It
hit the
is.
nail.
Yep,
I don't like it.
it's very detailed. It's just that a lot of people, you either like the dynamic poses or you like the museum poses, and it's rare that you find people that like both. And I think it's too much of a museum pose for a lot of people's taste. But it's dope. I think the detail is amazing.
Shout out to Rad Titan. This was a video from 7 years ago.
Damn. This thing came out that long ago?
Yep.
Time is flying, man.
That's cool.
I think the video makes it different. Like it looks different from a video.
Sometimes the video changes your mind on it because
The Sideshow unboxings and all that stuff changes a lot too, I feel like.
You see that Beta Ray Bill standing on Galactus's head?
Unboxings and
I'm trying to take a picture and I'm pulling up our show.
Yeah, that Beta Ray Bill is dope. I like that one.
Can you go back to the Beta Ray Bill? I'm on a Mac, so I can't grab my photos like when I'm on my PC. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even with the videos, like when we saw the one that Diane and I both like, where he's kind of like on the Khonshu headpiece,
Yeah,
like when we saw the video, it made Matt feel like it's too big from seeing it in the video, and it made me like want the statue more, but had to take into account the space that it takes up.
like I said, that's what I don't know. You get the gist of the statue if you see a video of it. I think you get more of an idea because all you're seeing is like the zoomed in frame of a picture. Like I don't know. I've always preferred a video for sure. So there's another one.
the XM one. I was never a fan of this one. I don't know why it seems to still command so much money.
It's overrated. I
day?
think I've never liked the pose. I don't like the
Same.
paint on it.
He looks too much like a vulture.
Yeah, his hand holding this hook bothers me because you can see it's not holding it really.
I never
You-
paid attention to that.
You know when the freaks go to those parties with the Venetian masks on and stuff like that? That's what it kind of that's what it puts me in mind of.
The seam
reminds
lines on
me
this
of-
one always bother me too.
It reminds me of the Bloodborne statues.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys know of the Prime 1 Bloodborne.
Like this seam line right here is like horrendous on his neck and the shoulder.
But in all fairness, though, this is like real old school XM.
But the one we just looked at was like 7 years old, and
Yeah.
Well,
it's still
true.
pretty much held up.
That is true. Fair.
Diane, they're not gonna give you your job back, man. Don't try and don't try and get cool with them now.
Trust me, I wouldn't even want it.
This guy took some good pictures of this statue. I was never really cared for the pose and the cape on this.
I never cared for the whole damn thing.
looks like he's falling forward. Like he tripped over something and he's falling forward.
I don't understand, like, unless maybe people did, like, at the time that this statue came out, there weren't a lot of other options. People didn't know about the customs, so maybe this was their derivative. This was the only representation they were going to get of Moon Knight.
Yeah, I
So
mean, this
maybe that was the
used to
hype
be a
then.
quote unquote Grail statue. I mean, it like
Oh wow.
it lost its Grailness after a while, but it was one of those statues that everybody wanted to get hold of.
Yeah, with options, I don't see it being the case. If Ant's still out there, don't kill me for bad mouthing XM, but yeah, I don't see it with this one at all.
Man, Ant don't care about that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
talking about Ant. Ant.
Oh yeah,
You talking about
X-Men.
exclusive.
Yeah, X-Men exclusives.
Oh. I think you're talking about XM and Hang Sung.
No.
See, but the seam line on this one's better. But you can still see it.
Yeah. This is my least favorite of all the ones we looked at.
On your mark, you set.
Yeah, right. He about to race with
It
Flash.
does look like
He
that.
about to race with Flash and Superman, man.
That's the Olympics baton thing that he holding.
Yep. Patrick Thomas, definitely not a grill.
I mean, it was considered up there. It was one of XM's better pieces at one
Vision,
point.
Vision said it looks like he's bowling.
I don't know. It's cool, but it's not for me.
Mr. Knight.
Then this one had like a
I
change.
saw this
of
one, but I
outfit or
didn't even
something.
know who it was. When I first saw it, I thought it was Hush.
This is how I fight crime. In a suit.
I don't like
Oh,
it.
wow. It's very tuxedo mask.
It looks like he's serving somebody some food. I just don't know. I don't like it. That looks like Court of the Owls or something.
Oh man, it does.
Don't it?
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
feeling it.
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's cool.
That's like Spawn without his cape. It just don't work.
Well, that's what doesn't he? This is right before.
This is accurate.
Right.
Not,
Yeah.
not only to the show, but to the comic books.
Right.
Yeah.
I need artistry, not accuracy.
Well, I mean, it's just it's the phase before, right, or something like that. So it's kind of like, he fights like that too. I'm not big with the crow bone thing. It's cool switch out.
I feel like Dion will go up to Kirby and be like, I know what you were thinking when you drew the Fantastic Four like this, but let me tell you, I need more of a you didn't quite capture the hair flip correctly on Sue Storm.
One more video.
Wow, I didn't know it was that size.
Yeah, like even so, that's the other thing. Like the videos really help you gauge the size, because just like what Matt was saying about the other one, they look all small until you see the video and you're like, "Dang, this is a space taker."
I tried to do a video. She wasn't going for it.
just hide the camera.
I mean, you had to see the size. You know what I'm saying?
See what I mean? But he looks like he's tripping forward. Looked like he tripped over like something on the building. He goes, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, but he's jumping, right? Jumping off the building.
I don't know what he's doing.
Run us to your mark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let me ask you a question. How do you like the fact that the chain is like a real chain and it moves versus a steady polystone chain?
It doesn't bother me because I'm not going to be shaking my statue, so it doesn't really bother me.
I kind of feel like it should be.
Okay, maybe not. Okay, that or just
It's
in
a
general
pro
on
for me.
statues or whatever.
It's a pro for me. I actually like it.
Yeah, same.
You'd want it loose like that?
Hmm.
Yep.
I just don't like the claw in his hand. Like you can see that you just place it in there and it's just sitting there. I don't like that. Like he's not grabbing onto it. It's just like kind of sitting in his hand. It's kind of obvious that it's not.
Right.
It looks like. Wait, does he have a switch out for that? Right.
Yeah, he does.
And
So
the
with
hand
that-
doesn't change. The switch out changes.
No, the hand changes that thing too.
Okay.
I guess technically you call that mixed media then, right?
Yeah, it is. That's mixed media. Exactly what it is.
See, I would want it where it would move, like kind of like how like they have like I don't want it stiff, right? Like and maybe posable, like the lasso from Queen Studios Wonder Woman, or how Wonder Woman has some lassos, or how Sideshow does stuff where it's posable, that's kind of stiff and rigid.
Hmm. Yep.
I would prefer that where you can manipulate the chain in any shape or form that you wanted to, as opposed to it having to just droop.
All right, so we got a battle royale here. 6 statues, 1 will leave. So we're gonna do the ones in the middle first. XM versus the custom.
That's
Piggy, which one do you got?
The custom.
Okay, just because you
Very-
like XM so much.
No, I have quite a few excellent pieces. I just don't like this statue. I don't, to be honest, I don't like anything about that XM statue. And I'm an old school XM fan. But if it's this against this custom smokes that piece, man. That custom is dope.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a thought. You know how Dion makes the quick 2 seconds decision. It was like immediate. Yeah, it wasn't even time to ponder or think or anything. You can throw that XM out of there.
yes.
What about you, Diane? What are your
Agreed.
thoughts?
Agreed. XM has got to go.
Really?
ASAP.
You know they
Yeah.
can hear this, right?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Shout it from the
Uh,
mountaintops. Gotta go.
He blocked their IP Jarhead before we went on. So
So they
What,
can't
what about you,
listen.
Matt? Which one do you pick between these two, the XM and this custom?
In a way, they're both crouching, but I think I would go with the custom over the XM piece.
All right, and I also would go with the custom over the XM piece. So trash. All right, so we will go with the ones on the left, the 7-year-old custom, and the ones a little newer. Matt, which one do you choose?
I like the custom on the bottom
Okay.
over the 7-year-old Egyptian Mumra.
Biggie
Can you zoom in just a little bit
on.
on the one on the bottom?
Come on, man. You know you like that tweeted head looking statue on the top.
I think I'll. This was kind of difficult for me. I like both of them. Okay, so y'all not gonna believe this, but I'm gonna go with the one on the top. I'm gonna go with the one where he's holding the
Go, Steph.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead, old school.
That was difficult.
What about you, Dion?
The one on the right?
Okay. Way to emphasize why you like it more. I will also go with
I told you I just don't like the one on the left at all.
I'm also gonna go with the one on the right because the one on the left is very stiff.
Yes.
I like everything about the one on the right way more than the one on the left. The paint, the stance, the cape, the light up features. To me, it's a way superior statue.
Yeah,
So-
I do not like the one on the left at all.
Hot missed the light up feature. Dang.
You didn't
Like,
see a
the
light
one
feature on
the
that
left
one?
looks
That's
like a
it.
His
stone
eyes light up.
figure.
He did.
Yeah.
She showed it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
On both head sculpts, they both light up. So, all right. Well, sorry, Piggy.
It's
So
all right.
with
I
Moon
like them
Knight,
both.
with Moon Knight being the color that he is, right? I kind of feel like that.
Why
if
you
make
say
a
it like
Moon
that?
Knight-
Why you say it like that?
Why you gotta make it a racial thing, man? So it is.
The color that
Knight.
he is. What you're trying to say?
It's Moon Knight.
So, to make
That's
it
why he can't go back to
successful-
India.
That's why I can't
He's
go back,
banished.
right? I can't go anywhere, right?
Nope.
So in order to make a successful Moon Knight statue, like in my head, I kind of feel like you have to show like movement. That last statue showed no movement to me, even though the cave was moving a little bit. Like the whole thing just it said like stone figure to me. Like you can't make a museum type Moon Knight statue because it just looks like a statue.
I don't know. He had, I don't know. He had the staff or whatever it was. You right?
That was just being held like a, I don't know. It just
Like a
looked like a
ruler or
statue.
something. Like about to beat you with it, man. About to cane you up.
Yep.
Like
Alright,
you just
so-
trying to hold it up.
We're going to do Mr. Knight versus Sideshow. Dion.
Sideshow is better color. I'm not liking the tree branch, but I do like the cape on it and the color. I'm going with Sideshow, and it's more dynamic.
Got you. Piggy.
Definitely the Sideshow, without a doubt. Again, the color. I like the Werewolf by Night. I like the portrait where it looks like he's kind of changing either
Mhm.
back to man form or into the werewolf form. Again, I think the colors pop all over the Moon Knight and the
Sideshow.
werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know that Matt doesn't like the base, and the base does look a little dull, but it doesn't blend. It's not a detraction for me. So, and then just the fact that it's a diode, you get both characters, it's telling the story. So the Sideshow all day.
What about you, Matt? Which one would you pick?
I like the Mr. Tux. I think it's cool. Like he's about to whip some ass, but the concept of the Sideshow piece, I think, is far better. So for that reason, I'd go with Sideshow.
All right. Well, I also picked Sideshow because, I always like that diorama aspect of stuff, and it kind of tells the story, of his first appearance, and like you said, Piggy, the colors pop. To me, it's more dynamic, all the above. So, bye, Mr. Tuxedo Guy.
Yeah, get him out of here.
That's cool. I like it.
So,
It's a different take.
what we're gonna do now is go custom against custom.
Uh-oh.
So, Dion, which one do you pick?
Wait, who did you ask first?
You.
I'm going with the one on the right. I already said I think it's one of the best Moon Knight statues I've ever seen. I love the chain, the cape. I love the height of it, the size of it. Like it has movement. I mean, just all of it. It's like Moon Knight / Spawn to me, and I love the way Spawn statues always have, like with the cape and stuff. So I mean, the one on the left though, like don't get me wrong, it's an amazing piece. It's a close second, but
I
I've
think the
always liked
sculpt
the
on that
one
one's
the right.
better for sure. The one on the left.
But the one, I mean the like the what am I trying to say?
The portrait or the torso?
musculature?
Or,
Yes, like the bot, like the musculature or
Mhm.
whatever, like that. I feel like it's better on the left, but the overall statue itself, I like it better on the right. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay. Piggy.
The right.
Okay.
I love the colors on it. I love the just everything about it, and I like how the chain is like in motion, so it's still although he's posing, it's still more dynamic because it looks like he's in action with the chain whipping around him. And I love how like the bottom of his cape flows down the sides of the Khonshu base. I love the pop of the belt that matches the Khonshu base. It's dope. It's dope. I mean, the other statue, the statue on the left, is cool too, but for me, it's not even a comparison as far as the statue overall. Is definitely the crouching Moon Knight.
What about you, Matt? What you pick between these two?
I have a problem with the bases on both of these.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on the opposite ends. I think the base for the one on the right is too big, and I think it overshadows the character. And I think the base on the left is too small, and it doesn't make me appreciate the piece in its totality. In a way, I wish I could combine all three of these pieces to make one dope one. Like give the custom piece on the left the chains, which would be cool, and give him the Wolfman and a little bigger base.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with the custom piece on the left. I think the base on the one where he's crouching on top of it's just too overpowering in my opinion.
Got you. We're about to have a tie, guys. I choose the one.
Oh man, I knew it.
What?
I knew it. You knew it when he said he thought the sculpt was better. I was like,
dude, when I look at the one on the left, I see Moon Knight. When I look on the one on the right, I don't like the pose at all. Like his arms is too straight. The sculpt on the body is not as good as the one on the left. The paint on the left is better. The details on the one on the left is better. It's got light ups. I like the base
put
better.
Up a poll real quick.
I'm not done, Dion. It's got light ups. The cape's better on the left. The little details, like Matt was saying, the one on the right overshadows the character way too much. And I like big bases and all. Like me, I don't mind a big base, but I don't like the base on this one.
We both said
it's too symmetrical. The cape it's too like a crazy cape like that wouldn't be that symmetrical. I don't know. I don't care for the one in the middle at all. So I guess what we're gonna have to do is go to the chat. So everybody in the chat, we'll see which one y'all decide to do, and then we'll go against whoever wins that. We'll go against the Sideshow one. So say left or right in the chat. Pick between the two customs.
They all say it right.
I don't see nothing yet. Jesse says left.
No, it says like it's on top of a big time clock.
Casual says Sideshow. He doesn't count.
Patrick said right.
Patrick says right. So we're still tied. Which one don't I like? Why Keeses?
So Carl and Luke said right.
Uh-huh.
So we're 3 rights and 1 left.
Keeses says left.
Are you sure Keeses said left?
I'm pretty sure. He PM'd me left. Norman says left. Tied again.
And then we got right.
Says right. Molinoid says left, so we're tied again. Interesting.
Come on, we're not finished with everybody in the audience. Go ahead.
Luke says right. Interesting.
We're still tied, everybody.
No, everybody didn't vote. We still got some more people to say.
But we got 40 people in the chat. So between the two customs, everybody, who do you pick?
We can at least get a few more for the right, and then we can close it.
Nah.
Yeah, Vision said right.
Okay, now we can close it.
Vision's not even in here.
D3 still on?
I haven't seen him on in a bit.
I'm just popping through.
Keisha said right. Boom. Tiebreaker.
Oh,
Okay,
he already
close
voted.
it.
Doesn't count.
No, he didn't vote.
He sure did.
Be fair, Jarhead. We got the tiebreaker.
Hey, there's 40 people in the chat. We're still going.
Their YouTube suspended. They can't vote.
We'll wait 30 more seconds. Let people decide. So right now, the one on the right's winning. 41 people in the chat.
Oh, damn.
So let's go, people in the chat. Left or right custom?
It's been the longest 30 seconds ever. Demoya right for the win.
All right. Well, I guess the D3 left.
No, come on, Jarhead. Come on, man.
It was about to get canceled out.
No,
It was about to get
man.
canceled out.
No.
D3 hopped in there.
3.5 minutes.
I'll give it another 30 seconds.
Cylon said right, so it's still right winning.
My vote counts twice because I'm the leader
here
of
we
the.
go. Dominion voting machines.
All right. Let's do the one in the middle because it seems like we've got like one more vote for that one. So
Here we go.
Inferior statue wins.
Oh man, don't be like that, Jarhead. Be
It's true.
gracious.
All right, so we got the sideshow piece,
Rightful one.
and then
Go ahead.
Yep.
the obnoxious one on the left.
Wow.
What's funny? It would have been easier
That's
for
voter tampering.
Right.
Tampering with the voters.
And it would have been easier for me if the other one would have won, because now it's a tough decision for me. And had the other one
Yes.
won, it would have been really easy.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
easy. It's an easy decision for me now.
It's not
Yeah.
an easy decision.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
very easy for me now.
It's
It's
the
difficult.
fair decision that I spoke about when
Yup.
we first started.
Yep.
Jared, I just sent you a pic.
You can't throw no wrench in these plans, Matt.
No, I just said it. It's the
Oh,
actual.
okay.
Oh look, and we still got people voting for right, Jarhead, even after the poll closed.
Actual one in the
Yep.
hand.
So that already tells you
Yep.
you're running away with the votes. They counting the ones that was mailed in.
Yep. The mail-in
Mailed
ballot.
in ballots.
Yep. Thanks, Marlon Noy.
Hey, can I see some ID, please?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we in the South, Jarhead. Yep. Birth certificate, social security.
All right, so the championship round, the round for all of the marbles, as they say. We got sideshow and a custom. Piggy.
Man, this is
Just tied.
mega difficult. Again, if the other one would have won, I would have been like sideshow. I don't even thought about it. But I like both of these for different reasons. I think, oh man, I'm gonna regret this probably, but this will be my first time voting for a licensed piece out of all of these battles that we did.
Mm-hmm.
I love both of them. If I'm being honest, I think I might like the custom a little more. But if it goes to like a statue that I will buy, that I will bring home for my collection, and I feel like I'm getting my full money's worth, I will have to go with the sideshow one, only because I get two characters. The paint is
That ain't
banging.
no damn character, but go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I mean, the werewolf is still a character, man. Now, if the werewolf by night wasn't a part of it, and it was just strictly the Moon Knights by themselves, I would go with the custom all day, hands down. But the combo of it telling a story, of it being a dio, of giving you two dope characters, and the paint job on that Moon Knight and werewolf, I think the paint is banging on that Moon Knight. That kind of tilts it and forces me to say I got to go with the storytelling piece as opposed to just the singular character. That was difficult, man. That was really difficult. This is my first time voting for a licensed piece on this show.
Funny. That's funny how that works.
And your last day on the show.
Sorry, Piggy. What happened to Piggy? I don't know. He got sick. I don't know.
Also,
Dion, man. I know which one you're gonna pick, but which one?
You already know the one on the left, man.
Yep.
It does way more. Like Mr. X's favorite word, the presence here on the one on the left is way more overpowering than the one on the right. I know Matt said that the base overpowers the statue. I disagree. I think the cape, just the whole thing, it does everything the one on the right does and does it better.
Kisa said the only thing Dion knows about Moon Knight is because of the TV show.
No, because of this show.
And I only
Because of this show. Matt said because of this show. Because it's a nice battle.
Well, hey, I was honest. I came in saying I didn't know much about Moon Knight.
That's true.
Matt, what would you pick between these two?
Man, they both got their flaws.
Think about it though. Which one's more obnoxious?
Well, the one's more obnoxious is going to have to be the custom piece because of
sure.
The base. It's like having a giant big bowling ball.
Jarhead, you can't be swaying the votes like
Or
that.
Matt was thinking it. I just said it out loud.
I got to go Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead.
Wow.
He said Pumpkinhead.
I am also going to go Sideshow on this one. The paint's better. The diorama aspect. The sculpt's better. It's a better overall statue for sure. I just wish the eyes had a light up. glowed.
Yeah, what is the past tense for
Eyes glued?
Lit up. I wish the eyes lit up. Is that better?
The eyes.
I think if the eyes lit up on the statue, it would be dope, like a bright white light. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Sideshow for sure. I think it's an overall better statue. Diorama. I love the aspect that you can switch out the head sculpt on the werewolf. I like that.
All right.
I don't know.
So I totally agree with you. Now I could. So I'm like Piggy as well. I would. This would be a piece I would bring home and put in my collection, and I'd put you could dim the lights and put a spotlight on it, right?
Yep.
From the bottom, or say from the bottom to have it light up. That'd look pretty cool.
Yeah. And to piggyback on what Jarhead said, because I hadn't thought about it. If the eyes glowed, if they glue on this one, man, that would be dope. That would be that would be next level.
Gloated? If they gloated? Yeah. I don't know how to say. If they shined bright like a diamond.
If the eyes illuminated, if they illuminated.
Yes.
Yeah. That would be dope, man. That would take this statue to the ultimate next level. But I won't complain because you still get a story with a tree included. Diane.
With a tree,
there you go.
So
I'm still trying to figure out the type though, but it's a tree.
So for the first time since we started this, a licensed piece is won.
And a sideshow piece at that. Not knocking sideshow, but man.
I mean, we had X-Men on here.
Piece at that.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I like this piece, so I'm not mad at it.
Oh, I like it too.
The XM is the worst one up there for me, just in my taste.
I would agree. That is the worst one.
Man, no hate to anybody that
for the first time since we started this show. That was the first time a licensed piece won.
They gloated it.
Gloated it.
They gloated it. Gloated.
They glue.
Glued.
Speaking of glowing eyes, did you guys watch Sinners yet?
Not yet.
No, and please don't spoil it because I'm going to.
I hear it's good.
Yeah.
That movie is so good. I'm gonna go watch it again. It was so good.
Oh my god, I'm going this weekend. So
and I don't do that. I don't watch movies multiple times, but it was a really good movie.
What?
I'm going to not this.
You mean in the theater?
In the theater, yeah.
I used to do it. I don't do it anymore.
That's statue money.
Nelson says the custom concept is focused on the character, and the sideshow is focused on the comic book cover with werewolf. No contest.
But Nelson, no contest. Which way? Like, are you saying?
Right. Yeah, he didn't say. I'm gonna choose that. He's talking about no concept to the custom. That's what I mean.
No one was talking about that besides you.
It's the way you interpret it. That's the way I interpret it.
You're the only one that picked that funky statue.
No, but Dion represented for the custom on custom produced. There you go, Dion.
Exactly. That's the
We
way
had
it
to
should be.
They had to
Yeah,
have one person.
it's a good
vote
movie,
for it.
Battle Cat. Like, I don't know. It's a good movie.
Okay, that's enough Sinners talk. Next subject.
Yeah, I'm going in a week.
Yeah, I'm going.
You have to stay. There's after credits, so just so you know,
Okay. Good.
people got up in the middle of the credits and they missed stuff. So
No, I'm not gonna do that. Then. Okay.
Oh,
Like-
so it's got a little Marvel to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you saw any movie in the past
You
10
might have said
years,
that.
you know to sit through the credits, because even a lot of horror movies,
A lot
will have
of
something
movies
at
are
the end
doing
of
that
it.
now.
Yeah.
let's see here. So we are on to the pictures. I got a lot of pictures tonight, by the way, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the custom world. So I teased this picture this custom a while back, but they just printed this out and painted it.
I've never seen this.
So this is another little teaser of it. What do y'all think about this piece?
Is there another angle?
This is the only picture I've got.
I like the green.
But
I mean, that's the
I
green.
I showed it like a while back.
I'm not quite sure what the hell I'm looking at.
It's Riddler on top of he's on Alfred's in a box getting filled with water. It's got a timer on it.
Yeah.
Giving the Saw treatment. Somebody.
I mean, from the angle, the green is popping, and I like the concept.
Yeah.
But the
Is
green,
that a character in the box or like a random person?
Sorry.
Alfred.
that's Alfred.
Okay.
Is that Alfred?
Alfred
Yeah.
never loses his cool, so I'm out.
Well, the
You
water
want
was
him to
filling
be
up
like happy inside of there, Matt?
because unless he evil
Alfred,
Knievel,
Alfred is cool all the time. Don't care what's happening. He's gonna keep his cool, even if he said he would just say, "Master Wayne, I'm waiting for you to break open this box. It would be nice if you would hurry up."
I don't know, man. The water get too high, and Bruce not there yet.
It's already up to his knees. I don't know if I would be.
Alfred's
would
not
be
losing
chilling.
his cool, man. Not looking like that.
I don't
That
know. I like
was
this. I
getting
like
crazy.
this statue a lot. If I was to get a Riddler statue, this would be the one for me. Superwoman. So it's the evil version of what's her face?
Lois Lane.
No, of
Oh, it's another
of Wonder Woman.
torso?
Mm.
I didn't know there was an evil version of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Carrying a lot of
like
thickness.
if you ever watched the DC animated universe,
Yeah,
they
it's
did a movie with like all the evil versions, and yeah.
Ultraman and
Mhm.
so yeah. This is I showed this concept a while back too, and they just printed it out.
I would like to see it painted.
Yeah. I like the barbed wire instead of the just the regular rope. It's dope.
Yeah.
She's thick though.
Yeah, she's definitely thick.
Y'all know who this character is?
That's Ain't that Daredevil?
No, Red Arrow, right?
Nope.
Who is it?
Oh yeah, it's he's got a new name now.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yep.
Yeah, I did not know that.
A Green Arrow sidekick. He grew up
Right.
and became Arsenal.
Roy.
Oh, so he grew up, he became Arsenal?
Yeah, I think he died in the comic books too, and he came back.
He looked like a
Cool
football
stuff.
player with the hat on backwards.
I actually kind of like this one.
Yeah, I think the sculpt on it, the suit's dope.
Yeah, the soup is pretty cool. Like Tom Brady right there. But it's the portrait that
So I thought this was dope. This cable, I think it's
I
Probably the
saw.
one that-
Yeah, I do
best
like that
cables out there.
actually. I do like it.
it's not being made. This was for practice.
Yeah, I
Believe it or
know.
not, which is sad. So
It's really
I don't
good.
know. This should be made.
For
Agreed.
practice, man, this is dope.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
passed the practice, now print.
Yeah. I think it was for like a class or something. The guy made it.
I was like, now, see, this is the reason why I feel like we're moving in the direction of like, painted and printed stuff.
Man, look at that detail on this. It's dope.
Yeah. If I had
Yeah,
like
this-
one critique, I kind of felt like that his head was too big. Pause.
Head's too big.
But yeah, a
No,
little
I
bit.
had the only critique I had was I'd like to see the paint on his face be a little bit more whiter.
The paint on his face be whiter.
The gray, his beard and hair,
Oh,
I
okay.
thought should have been white.
Oh, what?
That's the only critique I would have.
I love the size of the gun. I love the arm. I love all of it, man. Lots of detail.
I think the gun's a little too big. I'd see that gun with Bishop more so than with Cable.
I've seen Cable with big ass guns too, though. So
That's dope, man. I love
I
it.
love the portrait, man.
I would get this, man. This needs to be
yeah,
like available.
we need to do a partition to the guy that made this. I'm like, hey, make this.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've known that's seen this has wanted it made. So
Yeah, it's cool. It's a really cool piece.
So this is Wolverine, but it's a new story going on. It's Ultimate Wolverine. I actually really dig the storyline, and I like the costume a lot, believe it or not. So I just put this in here. I'm trying to stay away from the printed stuff, but I couldn't not put this in because I thought it was pretty dope.
What I mean,
Why not the printed stuff? Just to
Yeah, I
ask.
was thinking
What
that
do you
too.
think that'll make it too
Because
much?
I'm trying to stay with the more of the custom stuff. Like I don't know. I'm trying to steer away from the printed stuff as much content wise. I don't know because I don't know. To me, if you're printing it at the house, it's not a collectible at that point. It's a hobby.
Mm.
You're not collecting. It's more of a hobby. That makes sense. Because these are unlimited amounts, right? So you yourself could print this up about 50 times, so
Okay.
but I dig it. These are getting better and better every time I see the printed stuff. So I would like a custom group to make this for sure.
There we
This
go.
piece,
the granddaddy of the customs that came out recently.
this sold out within a day.
Right, within hours, basically.
Another statue that I ordered before Dion.
That's a lie.
So just throwing it out. Everybody knows I ordered this before Dion. I ordered this before it came alive, so I don't want to hear it.
I ordered it before it came alive.
I ordered it weeks before it came live.
I didn't order it weeks, but I ordered it days before it came alive.
Who ordered it first?
Me.
Me.
So yeah, this was the full reveal of the statue. We've seen different angles of it, but this is, you can see everything here. I dig the base. I was worried that I wasn't gonna like the base, but I like the base a lot.
But the thing that I like about it is that, it was kind of already known that you could do that anyway, but I think the commissioner confirmed that you don't have to have Wolverine. You could just have Samurai by himself.
Yeah. Steve says
There's
trash.
hate in the audience right now.
Steve
There's
says trash, but we
severe
all
hate in the
we all know
audience.
that better.
Yes.
He's stuck at work, so he's mad at everybody. So
There's severe hate coming from the audience.
this is dope.
X-Men
You ain't gonna never
exclusive
see this.
wanted it.
Ain't no license piece. Ain't no license people are ever gonna make this.
When is
No.
this supposed to come out? Or like
Probably
scheduled?
at least a year away.
Probably a year, if not. I mean, sometimes
Not
he
more.
does his stuff a little faster, just so it all depends. But
Probably this time next year. Or January.
Yeah, this is dope. Probably in
That
January,
makes
like every year when
just
all the
mad,
statues
man.
come at the exact same time.
Because he missed it.
But X-Men exclusives doesn't like Dios.
No, he wanted a samurai.
He
by
just wants
himself.
silver. Yeah, he just wants samurai. He has no plans on using Wolverine. He said.
Wolverine gonna stay in the box.
Steve saying he had to spread the hate. Welcome back down.
It's nice to see that Piggy and CMP were both taking up the mantle while I was away.
It took two of us to fill your
It
hate
takes
filled
two of you
shoes.
to fill
Zion.
my shoes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, that's right. Welcome back, man. I forgot.
Oh my God. You
So we got the size of the statue. It's not really like big. Like it's not gonna take up a lot of space. So that's cool.
I mean, I think it's sizable, you know.
It's tall.
Yeah.
27, almost 28 inches tall.
The thing is that Wolverine isn't adding size to the statue.
Not really, no. I think it was clever how they designed the statue too. I know a lot of people were complaining they're not looking at each other, but you know, it kind of, you know, in a martial arts fight, it kind of makes sense to me. Like he's kind of blocking and not looking, and like, you know, Wolverine just kind of came in and slashed. Like, I don't think
He's
they
like
have to be looking at each other.
slashing at him, so from an
Yeah.
angle. So I don't think he should be looking.
So if you put the swords at a different, you can do it differently. So it's makes it a little bigger, but not by much.
I like the swap out portraits for samurai.
Yeah, the
That's pretty
fully masked one.
Yep.
So what I like about that one though is, so you can tell it's a mask. You can see his neck underneath it still.
Yeah.
So I like that touch. The only thing I would say is his eyes. I don't think they should be silver. I think they should be white.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't make sense for them to be metal, right? He can't see through metal.
I can see
So-
that being an
Yeah.
option.
So I think they need to fix.
He'll
That's my
change
only.
it if you tell
That's
him.
my only nitpick about that is it needs to be white.
He'll change it if you tell him.
Yeah.
I love that you could like see you know, like the texture or like the Chinese or whatever, Japanese, whatever, the markings and stuff on you see on his like shoulder and all that.
Where
I
the
love
cloth
it.
is.
Yeah, exactly. Right there.
Yeah, it's got texture to it. It's not just smooth.
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the statue.
Steve said that what he wanted the blue suit Wolverine.
He's just messing around.
Oh,
He's spreading hate because he came home late.
I do
Superman.
not like this, man. I saw this. I do not like it.
I thought it was dope. I think it's a pretty cool. Have you been keeping up with stories? No, probably not.
No, of course not.
I think it's a pretty dope story. Like, I'm not gonna go into detail of what's going on in the comics, but it's pretty dope. I like the suit a lot. I like that he's tearing into the bat symbol. I like this.
So both arms light up, right? Like around the
Yeah, like it does that in the comic books. Like his suit is like technology in the comic books. I like this version of Superman.
love
Another
this piece right
another
here.
printed piece. New Doom statue.
It should be made, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because we only
Um,
have one.
Prime 1.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna do another one with the new game coming out. There's another game coming out. they'll probably
yeah,
do
but that's
another one.
not the Dark Ages. That's not Doom, in my opinion. When you think of Doom, I don't think of Dark Ages. That's just like having that Dark Ages Batman, whatever that Batman Dragon. Yeah,
Like it should be a story of his own, or something
Yes,
like a separate
correct.
I like the base a lot on this. All the skulls. all the writing. And it was crazy. This is a printed piece, and they all these details in this. It's nuts. They're getting better and better, man.
Printed pieces are coming up.
Yeah. This is what happens when Steve tries to smart talk me. Get over here,
He's
Steve.
that small compared to you, I'm sure too.
He is for sure. Maybe a little smaller actually.
Wow.
And he looks just like this character in person. Just with a beanie on. He's got a beanie on and a goatee and a mustache. We can all picture it, right? He says hate, 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 hate.
Where's Jose at so he can make a meme of this with Steve?
This is what's gonna happen when I see Steve. You owe me a steak. You owe me steak, Steve.
Look at the feet dangling.
Yeah, it's funny because we all can picture it, right?
We're gonna do it anyway.
See,
Just
don't
imagine him saying
understand
amazing. How's his character? Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot. Mortal Kombat character. What do y'all think about this?
I've never played this character. I'm not even super familiar with this character. It's a great statue overall. As far as the statue, I wonder why they went with this one as a choice as opposed to some of the other.
They're doing the whole line.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's a decent statue. I like the black. It looks sleek.
Yeah, it's part of his power. He's got like a shadow
didn't,
form.
PCS do this sort of thing already?
I'm not sure.
I'm almost sure they did, I think.
Steve says, put a CMP shirt on and I'll print the statue. D3 says he's getting the statue. It's dope. I like it a lot.
You
A lot of
said this
detail.
is better than PCS's.
So yes, then I guess they had done it.
I think Noob Saibot is like the least interesting of like the MK ninjas or whatever. Like that would be the last one I would want to do. I would want to do like
Some
I feel like
people's
you could
favorite
do,
character is Noob Saibot.
I feel like you could do so much like with Sub-Zero, but I feel like nobody does them. I don't understand why.
I mean, to me, this is dope. I don't know.
I know. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but I mean, think about the stuff you could do with Sub-Zero, like with clear resin or like ice, but I mean, you just get.
I mean, for that matter, things you can do with Scorpion.
But they don't have statues of him either. We just constantly get Noob Saibot.
Okay, so we got PCS that made a Noob Saibot and this, and we
And
get
how many
constant.
Sub-Zero do you have? 0.
Prime 1 made one. Didn't Prime 1 make a Sub-Zero and a Scorpion? Or was it a custom
Do
group?
they?
There's a custom group that made them.
PCS. Did you say PCS made them too?
I don't know.
he
I
said-
don't know if it
he
was
said
PCS.
He said these
But-
people also. This group is also making.
Mr. X unboxed Sub-Zero and a Scorpion statue that he was giving
Yeah.
away a long time ago.
I want to say PCS did them, and they were third skill. I think.
They look pretty dope
Wait,
too.
do you have what he's talking about? I haven't seen that. He said that they're also doing a Dio of Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Really,
I've seen this one, but I did not see the Sub-Zero Scorpion.
I would be interested in that.
Yes, exactly.
Also, another picture of Steve.
When I saw
So-
the statue, man, I just thought it was so funny.
I just thought of Steve. and he's not on the panel right now, so he can't defend himself. So we got a little beast guy.
When I'm angry.
I like the base, man. Like how they incorporated the animals, like the shark and the
It's just a
rhino.
rock, ain't it?
Huh?
Oh wait, I see it now. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
it's
that
a
at first.
gorilla, shark, and a rhino.
Oh man. Okay, I see it. I did not see that at first.
You need glasses?
didn't-
You couldn't see the werewolf that looked like a tree to you earlier.
I don't know. I think I didn't pay too much attention.
Oh,
I just
there's
saw-
another. Was it a panther on the back?
Oh man. Okay, I do like that base now. I didn't pay much attention. I just saw the little Hulk guy and was done with it. I think it's kind of cheesy.
I like it. I actually like this.
Nah, I'm
A lot.
good.
Get me a little Steve.
I like
Corsair. This is dope. I like the statue a lot.
This. Yeah, I like this.
Another statue that sold out right away. Well, no, I think there's a couple left. But I like this sculptor, man. He's making a lot of bangers. He's the same guy that made that Ghost Rider that I showed off like a few weeks back.
Yeah, you talking about the well, I guess it was sort of a museum like Ghost
Yeah,
Rider.
kind of. It was kind of like dynamic kind of museum.
Yeah, like a diode standing. So
Yeah.
the one that you lost your shit over.
Yeah. That one.
This is Forge, right?
No, it's Corsair.
Oh,
It's Cyclops' dad. It's Cyclops' daddy.
Oh.
It's your daddy, Corsair.
I was gonna say I didn't see a holster on his hip, so I thought, but all right.
I mean, I can see how you could say it was forged, but no. You got to know your X-Men, man.
That's good detail on the gun.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that gun reminds me of Devil May Cry.
I see that.
Yeah,
They've already printed this, I think, already too. So it's come along real fast, or they're going
is this what we were looking at? Was that the render or proto?
That's a render.
Okay. Have you seen the proto?
No, I think they're in the process of printing. I think next, but it's like
Okay.
really, really fast. Should be done soon.
That's good.
X-Men exclusive says he didn't get it because it pushed him over his X-Men limit.
No,
He gonna break that
Well,
X-Men limit anyway.
it's not really. He's not really an X-Man. He's a Star Jammer. So I guess you're still good.
I mean, yeah, but he's still kind of X-Men like.
He's not a mutant.
No, but he's still X-Men friendly.
He's X-Men adjacent.
Right, he's X-Men adjacent.
He's in the X-Men world.
Right.
What's up, Glass Joe?
What's up, Joe?
Some progress pictures of Mr. Sinister. I think this is going to be the best Mr. Sinister out.
That's not a high bar, but yes, probably.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's not a high bar?
There's not a lot of good ones.
There's one good one that I'm thinking of with Madeline Pryor.
That's the only one.
It's only got to beat one then.
Don's got a point.
Yeah.
Well, this one I think is going to be better than that one.
That one with Madeline Pryor is very, very good.
Yeah, but Madeline Pryor makes that piece.
She does. Agree.
So
If he was by himself, would it be the same? No.
no. Now, if they put a Madeline Pryor with this piece,
Then you got a Grail potential.
I don't care. This is better.
but that piece is also older too, right?
Yeah.
It is.
So-
for what it did at its time, I think it was like amazing though.
Oh yeah, no, it still holds up.
Yeah.
Nah,
thick Thor.
This is fat Thor. He ain't thick. He fat.
Yeah, he's thick. Leave him alone. He ate too many cupcakes.
He
He's
just fat.
stuck.
Look at that face.
Fat nasty. Fat bastard Thor.
Get in my belly.
No fat shaming.
This is dope.
I want somebody to make a licensed Judge Dredd.
PCS.
No,
You're-
somebody good.
You're on a custom show, Dion. So let's not
I know,
say that.
but-
Okay?
Yeah, right. I mean, that was
Yeah.
kind of like.
Let's just say we want a company.
Because, I mean, we got a couple custom. We got a couple.
And you're
custom
supposed to be the
licenses.
heartbeat of custom produced. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
I want
the
the
betrayal.
I want
The
a
betrayal.
license.
You gotta
Judge
have
Dredd.
variety. You gotta have variety. You gotta have something.
The
for us to
betrayal.
do our battles with. Come on now.
The betrayal.
Yo, the top half of this hat that you have me, but I'm not digging the bottom half.
I'm not feeling the bottom either. He looked like he constipated or something.
I like the detail on it. It looked really good. The first picture.
Did you make the sound like the constipated sound?
It looks very comic book like.
Yeah.
For some reason, people were saying this was PCS, but no, this is a custom group making this. So
I don't know.
got a custom Dutch coming.
It just feels kind of pervy.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It just feels weird. Like to
Pervy?
have this piece. Like I don't know. Just something about it.
Bro, they're just like
To be fair, I think it's just this is still
this is the very beginning
concept.
stages of them
Yeah,
making.
very beginning stages.
Okay.
It's not like he's gonna be standing there naked, bro.
Right.
It's still just weird to me.
Actually, though, you would be standing
Like,
naked
is
in
he-
the Terminator.
Is
when
he
he's walking
gonna
up
be
on
like
the-
silicone or something?
No,
Don't know yet.
I think he's silicone.
They're still in the process of making it. So
no. I think
Okay.
it's just guys putting together the.
this is very early
I heard he
stages.
was silicone, but maybe that's wrong. Not wrong information.
No, I think that's might be paint on his. They might trying to look at the different paint from his face.
Because if he's silicone, that's kind of weird to me.
And that was 113 pictures.
Wow.
You made it
That was-
sound like you had like 5,000.
113 pictures? Yes, we did.
He said, "Strap in, guys. We got a lot of pictures tonight."
Yes, 113 of them.
I can't believe we went through 113 that fast.
So
I know it didn't seem like it.
it never does.
If I wasn't here, it would have seemed like it was dragging.
No, we all had a better time when you were gone.
And then he came back and started promoting licensed pieces on
Yes.
custom produced.
I sure hope they make this a license piece.
I don't even think this is the same Dion that left. This is a,
No,
this is
I
a
think
doppel-
I think they got a body
doppelganger.
snatcher.
Yeah, a
Doppelganger.
doppelganger.
Well,
Oh man, y'all funny.
I don't got any more pictures. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Or
Said all I need to say.
yes,
I need someone
you're
to-
all for license now.
I need someone to point me in the direction of the dope Doom on beer, and that's it. The dope one, not the
dope
the
Doom?
okay one.
Not the
Yeah.
undope one.
Yeah, not the
Not the undope.
okay one. Yeah.
What do you got going on, Matt? Anything?
No.
It's baseball season, Matt. Come on.
Yeah. That's all I've got going on.
Baseball.
I've got one. My oldest is graduating from high school. Got that coming up.
Gotcha.
So getting into all that jazz. Just other stuff right now.
Yeah, I know how that goes, man. I got 6 kids, so I know they all play competitive. They all were playing competitive sports at one point. So, What about you, Don? What do you got going on? I know you just got back.
What do I have going on? Nothing really.
What was that box that showed up at your house when you were gone?
Oh, it was Warhammer.
Custom piece or licensed?
It was a license piece.
Licensed.
I'll say it's custom just because we're on a custom show. But it was a license piece.
Hey man, what was the elephant ride like?
It was kind of scary though. I'm not trying to be like Christopher Reeves on this thing, but I'm like, it was something.
Well, he was horseback ride.
It was even still, an elephant's higher than a horse. So if he did that, then I'd be even worse off if I fell. But no, it was. I mean, I like doing stuff that I cannot do in America, or as like once in a lifetime type thing, I guess. So it was cool.
Yeah.
And I ain't pay for it, so might as well do it. But it's better to be back here in America where it's not 110 degrees, so I'm good.
That heat recharged your hate, Dion, so you came back.
Man, that heat recharged all of it. Come back with a vengeance.
We see. Promoting the license companies on custom produce.
So I just wanted to share you guys one thing real fast before we get out of here.
Jose, that was fast, man. I know Jose did that.
Oh man!
Of course it was Jose.
This is the meme of 2025.
I'm gonna put this as my screensaver. So this is exactly how it would go down, Steve. So
I hope he's still in the chat. I hope he's still in the chat.
I might even make this the group picture on the Facebook page. But I appreciate everybody showing up. I've got a lot of stuff I gotta do, man. I gotta get into this room and start building shelves and doing all this stuff. So that's what I got going.
You're in your spot?
Yeah, I've been here for a little bit. So
He said amazing.
I got some stuff coming up that I've got to do with this place, and then I've got a Wolverine bust coming soon. Looking forward to that, and I need to unbox my Gambit statue, but that's about it.
Yeah, I got tracking for a custom piece.
Now you got a custom piece tracking.
And I think that's all.
Dude, I got
Right
two
now.
custom pieces that's been like shipping for so long. I'm about to just give up on it, man.
They on the boat
forever
still?
lately. Yeah. I got one like since February.
Oh wow. You might want to check on that one.
Yeah.
Custom sees that thing.
I would talk to the commissioner for sure. about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not my forever home, Jose. It's just a rental for right now, but I'm gonna be here a while, so I'm not gonna move for a long time.
It's a forever for the time being home.
I think that's okay. Forever for the time being.
But well, I appreciate everybody showing up. That was a fun versus. I didn't think the license piece was actually going to win tonight. So, congratulations, Sideshow. Everybody in the chat, thank you for showing up. Everybody on the panel, thank you for showing up.
Next time, rig the votes for the custom piece.
Nah, I don't do no rigging.
Rig the votes.
He just persuades the votes, but he doesn't.
He persuades them, right?
I just tell the truth. I tell truth.
You don't count the mail-in ballots.
Well, appreciate everybody for showing up. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Bye, guys.